All right, we've got 5 for 5 time. So 5 for 5, we got 5 problems, 5 days to get you a 5 on the AP test. So the AP Calc BC people who are putting together all these YouTube videos came up with these. They're actually very good at writing AP problems that look a lot like AP problems. So these should get you kind of, I mean, maybe not every single little concept you're going to see on there, but a lot of this stuff you're going to see on there. So taking the time to do these and watch the videos when you need them, great idea. This reminds me back when I was in high school and there was 5 movies, 5 days for $5. You could get 5 VHS tapes for 5 days and it only cost you $5. It was kind of awesome, but we didn't have Netflix back then, so it makes sense. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in here to the first part, AB part 1. It says find g of 2, g prime of 2, and g double prime of 2. So first thing, I'll just go ahead and find g of 2 by plugging 2 in where I see an x. So let's start there. So if I plug 2 in where I see an x, I'm going from negative 2 to 2 squared, which would be 4 of the function that I'm seeing up above. So I'm just doing the area from negative 2 all the way to make sure you stop here at 4. So I'm just going to put marks on here so I don't mess it up. So this is a half of a circle, and we got 1/2, then it'd be pi r squared, and our r is 2, so 2 squared would be 4. And then from here to here we have a triangle, so that'd be plus 1/2, and my base is 2, and my height is 2. And I would circle that for my answer and be done and move on, because you got to conserve your time here. Okay, first derivative at 2. Okay, this is the fundamental theorem of calculus. So our first derivative, you find your first derivative by plugging this into the function there. So if we plug that into the function, we get f of x squared. And then you have to do the chain rule. So this is not just x, it's x squared. So the derivative of x squared would be times 2x. And I just took the derivative. I should have called this the derivative at x instead of the derivative at 2. And now if I want to find the first derivative at 2, I'm going to plug 2 in for my x's. So this would be f of 4 times 2 times 2, so 4. And our f of 4 here is this function at 4, so 0. So we get 0 times 4, which is 0. Okay, and then the last thing that we need is the second derivative. And I'm going to start with x, and I'm using this to find my second derivative. So this is my first derivative, take the derivative of it. So I want to leave the first one alone and times by the derivative of the second, which would be a 2. Plus, now I'm going to leave the second part alone, the 2x alone, and take the derivative of the first, which would be f prime of x squared times 2x. Because of the chain rule, you need to take the derivative of the inside. I'm going to clean that up a bit before I go ahead and jump into the next part here. So this would be 4x squared f prime of x squared back here, and we're going to plug in 2. So if we plug in 2, we get 2 times f of 4 plus 4 times 4 times f prime of 4. Okay, so f of 4 we know is 0, so this part's going to be 0 plus 16, 4 times 4. And then f prime at 4, that means the slope of the function we see up here. And the slope, it looks like, it didn't print super clear, but it looks like we're going up 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. So it's got a slope of negative 2. So this would be my answer here. Here we go. That's the first one.